Every month, Epic puts out featured free marketplace content. And I thought to myself, what if I challenge myself to make a game using that free content? First, let's take a look. What do we have for this month of December? December? It's January already, you lazy bum. Why has it taken so long? You haven't even made a game before. What about Hamlet? Gaming is hard, and making gaming is harder, especially for aspiring gaming maker like me. He naive gaming maker and never made real game in big world of gaming makers. Speaking of gaming makers, Dani, where are you? Has Netflix gotten the best of you? Have they sent their secret agents? I hope you're safe out there. It's been almost a year of no videos on your main channel, and we are starving, begging you to come back. So come on now, be a good boy and come back home. Where were we? Free marketplace content for December. We've got Modular Gothic Temple, Platformer Stylized Cube World, Stylized Dynamic Nature, Stylized Truck Pack, and Hospitality Pack. This is, might I say, challenging? Nah, I got this.
2 weeks later.
During the holidays, I was attending a wedding, and when I came back, I finished editing my last devlog on my game Hamlet. Oh, you don't know what Hamlet is? It's just a little 3D platformer game I'm working on where you fight as a pig in the kingdom of Hamlet, trying to retrieve the legendary sword Excalibur. My idea for this game... Okay, hear me out. You're a Karen, and you've been a horrible person to everyone around, and have suffered a deadly accident and are sent to purgatory, given a second chance to become a hospitality worker where you deliver supplies to a store and help with tasks that ultimately humble you and allow you to pass peacefully. This is ridiculous. I should just quit. Okay, ground rules.
Keep it simple.
Try to stick to things that are only found in the free content packs. Try to do it in a short time period, and do as little work as possible.
You're so lazy.
I first converted the meshes to Dani in the Gothic Temple map. A great art pack if you're going for a more realistic approach for some Arctic vibes. The map that came with the pack was pretty good, but had some weird collisions, preventing the player from walking around without hitting invisible walls. So I fixed those invisible walls and adjusted the tree collisions, cause they were looking kinda must resist. Kinda. No, don't do it. Looking kinda. Okay, time to make the Gothic Temple spicy. I moved a few props around to really get the eerie mood set and changed the lighting to be more red because Purgatory should be equal parts frosty and hot. I'm really liking these spicy boys. So I made it to where two big spicy boys are on the upper platform, gazing down upon your demise. I kinda struggled for way too long figuring out why I can't walk through the gap. Why can't I walk through this gap? I can see through gap, but not walk through gap. Oh, got it. Next, I set up the only mechanic in the Gothic Temple, a tombstone that slides down on the ground so it can... Gravestone?
Get out the way!
That's all I really did in this map. Okay, next, I opened up the nature pack. Something I really like about this map is how mesmerizing the grass is. I would oftentimes just sit and watch the grass flowing in the wind while working on this project. It's so good looking. I would use this pack solely for the grass. The clouds are definitely a close second place. I created the map trying to remember.
Keep it simple.
So I made a simple weaving map using pretty much all the assets available. The grass gets me every time. I then created a basic pickup object for the player. In this case, the player will be the truck because you'll be needing to pick up supplies on your way to the delivery point. And I gave it simple spinning animation.
Juicy.
I fiddled with the UI a bit to tell you to collect supplies. The water in this pack makes for a good pseudo portal. Very nice. Next, I opened up the truck pack. Some very cute truck models that even have the doors open and close. When trying to first use the truck, I get error madness. And this is because Unreal Engine 5.1 decided to erase the classic input methods in this version. So I took the lazy way out instead of actually learning how to use the new input system. And I re-implemented the old input system that had plenty of tutorials I could follow. Yay! The only thing I'm not a big fan of, however, is how weird the controls are. The trucks are a bit tipsy, and it just doesn't feel good to drive. And instead of trying to fix and fine tune the controls, I've implemented a rotation reset button where you just have to press R and you'll get set upright. Just try not to spam it too much. I then edited the hospitality map and used a few props from the nature pack so it seems somewhat cohesive in the map design. I also decided to put a
Spicy boy.
so you can remind the player that you're being watched from beyond. So don't try anything
Weird.
The first pass through while walking around the restaurant, my character was a bit big, so I had to make him skinnier to pass through areas you couldn't fit in before. I looked around a bit, wondering what I would do in this part in this game, when I figured out I should just make a few chores. Kind of Among Us style. But I'm gonna need to
Keep it simple.
At this point, I've also decided that as a worker, you're legally allowed a break time. And during said break, we will be playing an arcade game. As for the tasks, I just got this yellow arrow sticker thing and created a script where you could link objects to it and destroy those objects when pressing E on the arrow. I gave it a fun animation. Oops, too much. Much better. Then I just create tasks by giving each one a number and linking them to the poopy UI to show when I've completed them. And as a UI newbie, this was quite a task indeed. Get it? Tasks. Once you're done with your tasks, you can take a break by playing the arcade game, and it loads the best part of the game thus far. For the best part of the game, I opened up the stylized cube platformer. While it would be a cool thing to include all the maps, I'm trying to
Keep it simple.
so I'll just use the first map. I then struggled for hours to migrate my player character from another game. And what character did I decide to migrate over, might you ask? None other than Porkther from Hamelot. Oh, you don't know about Hamelot? Hamelot's just a little game I'm working on. Shoot! Once I migrated Porkther into the game, I had to tidy up the dang input system again because Unreal is a big old meanie face. Also, Porkther is kinda too, I'm not gonna say it, thick! It was at this point I needed to consider level loading, as I've never touched it before. I also learned about game instances. This game instance will allow me to store valuable information in there. Then, just to finish the project up, I started piecing together all of the maps. I also created a simple start screen, which was another new thing for me. And to top it all off, I decided to add simple ambient noise to each scene. That way, each map wasn't as dead as the player. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The big reveal! Damn it, Karen.
Co? Mają otwarte? Nie wiem. Nie wiesz?
Ja zauważyłem, że Miśka daje szaleje, bo w końcu nie o niej mówimy.
Ja mam malinowego.
Daj, bo boję się, że wrócicie do mnie znowu.
Jest taka chwila ciszy, a pamiętacie,
Głowa będzie.
nie bym cię lubił, ale gdzieś muszę zostawić.
Well, that's it for the video, guys. And remember, keep it freaky.